Oh, what up? What up? What up? What up? So I actually didn't intend to go live. I'm trying to get some stuff set up, but since I am live and y'all here, what's up? Hey, can somebody comment? Let me know if you're able to hear me, or if I sound low, or how do I sound? If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me, please, please, please. I'm trying to test something out, so I didn't really, I don't know if you guys are able to hear me or not. This is wild. Can hear you. Hey, what's up, Leon? How you doing, brother? Hey, Leon, can you see the messages that I'm typing back? Oh, I see what's happening. Posted two destinations. Cool, cool. Well, Leon, it looks like you might be the only one here, man. I wasn't intending to go live. Um, I'm trying to set up some stuff because I plan on going live starting tomorrow inside of my community. I plan on doing it. I'm gonna try to do it every day. So I'm testing everything out right now. But hey, man, while we're here, let's do a Q&A. If somebody got any questions, I see it's three people on right now. Um, I appreciate you guys for jumping on. I know I didn't schedule anything. Is this lagging or does it seem pretty streamlined? Does it seem fine? I'm streaming in three different places right now, so if any of the people that are viewing has a question, Leon, if you have one, um, let me know. I'm happy to answer it, man. If anyone else has a question, let me know. You can type it in the comments. If you want, I'll add you to the broadcast and we can both be on camera. But if not, if you want to just ask the question in the comments, I'll look at it and answer it. Hey, or let me know too. If you're typing a question, that's great. I'm happy to answer it. If anyone has a question about business credit, personal credit, really about anything in life, about me personally, whatever you want to ask, I'm all for it. I do want to know if you can hear this. You probably can't, but no, nah, it's not gonna play. No, it's not doing it. All right, so if nobody doesn't have anything for me, I'm gonna hop off, man. Like I said, I wasn't really trying to jump on. It was supposed to be a test. But for those of you that jumped on with me, I appreciate it. Next time I jump on, I'm gonna have something to share, for sure. Oh, okay, there you go, Leon. It says I have disputed some old addresses and a name on my credit report, but it's not. But it's been. But it's. I guess you meant. But it's not been removed. So, Leon, when you disputed it, did you how did you dispute it? Like, what method did you use? Did you send a letter? Did you do it online? Did you call in? And what did they tell you when you disputed it? Use the phone. Um, so has it been? Because typically they'll say 30 days. Has it been more than 30 days? How long has it been? Okay, yeah, just do it again. And see, here's the thing with that, Leon. Sometimes, man, you'll notice that you'll have to like with these credit people, you will have to continue to contact them. You're gonna have to call them again. I would keep calling them. And unfortunately, man, it shouldn't be that way, but it is. It is unfortunately about 2 weeks. Oh well, yeah. So give it a little more time because they may be show and switch your window. They may be will do all of it within a 30-day time period. But truthfully, typically they do it within 24 hours most of the time. I would just call them again, and all the worst they're gonna say is to give them a couple of weeks. They'll say, "Well, it hasn't been 30 days yet," but and if they tell you that, then at least you know to just wait for 30 days, and then after 30, maybe 32 days, I would call them back again. And I made a video about it. I think it was I did make a video about it. I think it was TransUnion. One of them, they'll do it right on the phone. A junior. Oh, I'm a junior, and they have Leon Williams. Gotcha. So you're Leon Williams Jr. Man, I'm so thankful I'm not named after my dad. I love him, but um, yeah, just give it. I would just still go ahead and call tomorrow. I would call them back, and like I said, I would just see what they say. And the worst they're gonna say is it hasn't been 30 days. If they tell you that, cool, just call them back. And like I said, just wait 32 days because it happens like that. I'm dealing with a situation right now with the credit bureaus where I basically have to do the same thing. So I updated some addresses, I updated some names, and they didn't update everything. I just didn't feel like calling them back right now, to be honest, because I don't really, it's not a big deal for me at the moment. But just as soon as I finish with some of the stuff I'm working on, I'm going to call them back. With and dealing with them, you're going to have to consistently call them. You'll notice now, let's say you try to get inquiries removed off your credit report, then you're going to have to call them multiple times. You're going to have to send them letters multiple times because unfortunately, it's a broken system. It's a broken system. So one of the things I would give you advice on, man, is just really pack your patience when dealing with them because especially I think it's not Experian, but Equifax, they will drag their feet and they'll really take their time to get your stuff done. That's one of the reasons why so many people think credit repair is a scam because it takes such a long time because people have to continuously send the same letters over and over again or have to call so many times. And so as a client, they feel like their money is being taken and nothing is being done because it's so much time is passing, but they don't realize that it takes time because you have to keep calling these people. You have to keep following up with them. So, so yeah, yeah, just keep following up with them, brother. Isn't it if they don't know? Isn't it if they don't have a current account, they have to remove the old addresses? Yep. You only need one address on your credit profile. You need one address. You need one job. You need you don't have to have all that stuff experience. Yeah, and they're normally pretty decent. Um I think it's TransUnion that'll let you do it over the phone through text message, which I thought that was dope. I thought it was really dope. But yeah, they you shouldn't have any problem updating your addresses. And I don't know what your personal credit is like, but I'll tell you, as a strategy, one of the things that we typically do when trying to fix people's credit is update their personal information first. So, and it's never been a problem getting that done. The only issue, like I just said, is that sometimes it can take calling them multiple times or sending them multiple letters. But aside from that, there's never really been a problem with getting it removed. Now, getting inquiries removed is different. That's a little more difficult to get done sometimes, but even that's not really that big of a deal. I don't have oh, you don't have a credit history. Okay. You need to get one, man. You need to get one. And I'll tell you, I don't know what your beliefs are around credit. I have no clue why I got this around my neck. I don't know what your beliefs are around credit or why you don't have a credit history, but I'll tell you, man, you'll see that it's going to be really hard to get ahead in life if you don't have credit. And the longer that you wait, the more difficult life is going to be. You really should right now be establishing credit because that's the American way. That's the American way. America's probably one of the only countries in the world where you can be born with nothing. And if you have information on how to structure your credit profile correctly, you can become a millionaire just off of credit. So I recommend that you do that, man. How old are you, Leon? Hey, it's not too long, man. It's not too long at all, brother. The As long as you're alive, it's not too long. You remind me of my mom. Hold on. Yeah, you remind me of my mom who for years I was telling her to buy a house, but she was just, thinking that she's too old. And fortunately, though, now she realizes that that's not true. You're not too old, man. You haven't waited too long. You just need that just means you need to start today. You really need to start today. And if you don't have credit, then I recommend um, you're gonna have to establish it, like I said. But one of the things that you need to do is, like you're doing, which is good, correct the addresses that you have, the jobs that you have. You only need one, but get that stuff corrected. And then you want to start building positive trade lines. The way you build positive trade lines is you have to get like starter accounts or secured accounts, right? So you can get secured credit cards. Another way to do that is to get, which I don't recommend, the second way, which is subprime lending. And what that means is that basically it's people that will give you credit, but their interest rates are so high. Really, the best route to go is through getting a secured card. And you don't have to go crazy with the secured card. Let's say you have, then what I would do, and you don't have to spare it, but what I would do if I were you is I would establish 3 different secured credit cards. I would get a Discover secured credit card. I would get a Capital One secured credit card. And then if you have a bank account, whatever bank I have that I'm with, get a secured card with them as well. Yep. You got to keep your utilization rate low. You have to, because I mean, that's such a huge portion of how your credit is rated. And I'll give you an example, and this isn't me bragging at all, but so I probably, on my personal credit, it's something I'm proud of, I'll be honest, but my personal credit, I probably have, it's over $100,000 of personal credit that I have. And I can remember when I had maybe $3,000. So utilization, if you have $3,000, then most people will say you need to have it at least be less than 30%. So if you think about a $3,000 credit limit, 30% reporting, you don't have a whole lot of money to really play around with. So if you run into a month where, you know, your money is kind of funny, you don't really got no money like that, it may be harder to pay that credit card back. But yeah, between 10 and 30%. Actually, if I'm being real with you, Leon, for me, I would say 10% or less, because anything over that 10% is not terrible, but is also not good. And the misconception is that 30% is acceptable, but really 30% is the worst that you can go without being in the ultra negative status. But I would say less than 10% is ideal. And you do that and you just keep paying it on time, man, and naturally they'll increase it. Another thing too is like you can get a credit limit increase. Some places every 90 days, but most places is every 6 months. So all you need to do is just go and request an increase every 6 months. Now, but let's say you get the secured card. Then once you get the secured card, what you need to do is pay on that for a little bit. And once you have that secured card, then you just can talk to them about making it a non-secured card, which I have. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll just tell it to you and you can write it down. But I have an ebook that I'm actually, I have one I just finished, and that's for sale. That's about building business credit without your social. But there's one that I'm working on now. And one of the things I talk about in that ebook is credit cards that graduate. Or actually, that's not in my ebook. That's in my course. But hold on. If I can find it really quick, I'll tell you the information. I'll give you some ones that you can look at, so that way you're able to write them down, and you'll know which ones that you can go to and get that will graduate. Meaning, like, you don't have to call them and say, "Hey, can you make this a non-secured card?" Credit limit, that means only spend. Kind of. So I pretty much max my credit cards out every month. But what I do is I try to pay them down to zero balance every month. So what I would recommend in this situation, like if I have $1,000 credit limit, what I would do is I would spend 1,000. And let me say this first. You know your situation, you know what you can and can't do. So I'm not telling you to do this. And so if I'm saying this is what I would do, but you know your situation, okay? So with $1,000 credit limit, what I would do is I would find something that I'm able to pay for to spend that whole $1,000. And what I would do is I would take the money from my bank account that I would have normally used to pay that anyway, like rent, or you can use this. It's a company called Plastique. You can use that company and they can pretty much make it so that you can use your credit card to pay for anything. You use Plastique, and once you do that, your credit card is used to pay your car payment or your rent or just whatever it is, you're going to spend that money anyway from your bank account. So now you took the $1,000 from your credit card, you use your credit card to pay that bill, right? Now what you do is you take the money that you were going to use originally to pay the bill and you just pay it on a credit card. And if you do that month after month for about 6 months, they're going to make your card, not only does it help you get a higher credit limit, but it also makes it so that it shows you can manage your credit. What you don't want to do, and this is what most people do, and this is why they fail, you don't want to have $1,000 credit limit, be on a tight budget, and then go and just spend it on something like frivolous, something stupid like some clothes or some shoes or like a vacation, something that you don't necessarily need to spend it on. That's what you don't want to do. Yeah. That will help your credit score a lot because, well, so what it'll do is it'll more so than helping your credit score. What it will do is it'll help your internal bank rating. So meaning like most banks, they have like an internal system where they rate you based off of that, right? And so it's basically a credit score for that bank. And that's one of the ways that you get the different limits, in which most people don't understand this. But if I take what I just told you, right? I'm with Navy Federal. I love Navy Federal Credit Union. If I go into Navy Federal and I do this, and this is no lie, I could show it to you. I have a credit card with them that's a $28,000 credit card. I literally max that credit card out every single month. Now, at first it was a $20,000 credit card, but I went and did a credit limit increase. They gave it to me just like that with no problems because every month I was maxing out to $20,000, literally every single month. And so by me doing that, it made it easy for them to just give me the high limit. So I think with most of my personal credit is with Navy Federal. I have $80,000 worth of credit with them. Because when you pay the minimum, the interest rate starts, yep. And so what you would need to do is you would need to set it up so that your minimum payment is always set. Every single credit card I have, my minimum payment is automatic. Now, what I do is, so there's two things you need to know about your personal credit. You need to know about your minimum payment, right? And have that set up automatically. The other thing that you need to know is about your statement date. So a lot of people, they confuse their statement date with their credit card, like their due date. They're two different things. And I'll give you an example. So with Navy Federal again, I know that I have one credit card with them that the payment due date is the 2nd of every month. But because I understand how they operate, I have 3 days until that statement closes. Okay, so the 2nd is when I have to have my payment in for my minimum balance, and that's what I do. Let's say if I owe $20,000 in an account, I'll pay, if there's a balance, I'll pay $35 if that's the minimum. But then on the 5th, what I'll do is I will go ahead and just pay the remaining balance off. So it reports a zero balance on my statement. But now let's say I didn't know that, right? And let's say I went and paid $20,000 on the 3rd of the month. Then what will happen is by the 5th of the month, really the 6th of the month, what will happen is if I spend any money between the 3rd and the 5th, on the 6th, that balance is going to be reported to the credit bureaus. And so what it's going to do is it's going to make my utilization go up because it looks like I didn't pay the whole thing off. And if your utilization consistently goes up, then you'll notice that your credit score will consistently go down. And then some companies, some banks, they'll make you, they'll close your credit card. So the utilization is like next to on-time payments, utilization is like the next big thing with personal credit. And I'll tell you, Discover, for example, if any, I see two people up here. I guess I don't know who else is here. I know you're here, Leon. Whoever else is here, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for tapping in with me. I'm doing a Q&A right now, so if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat, and I'm happy to answer it for you. Anything about business credit, personal credit, about me, about life, about my family, about anything. All right, so it's really just a Q&A. I would love to get to really know the people that follow me on social media and be able to really build like a meaningful relationship with you guys. There's a lot of events I'm trying to do, and I really would love to be able to say, man, because I think on Facebook I have 30,000 followers. There's a little over 30,000. So I would love to be able to like do something and say, hey, all 30,000 of you people, you human beings, I'm doing this thing, and I would love for you guys to come and get value from it. So I really want to build a strong connection with you guys. So I'm doing a Q&A right now, basically. So any question about anything, and if I can answer it, I will. And if I can't, I'm just going to tell you, I don't know. I have no shame in telling you I don't know. But yeah, so Leon, like for example, I was mentioning Discover. Right now, Discover credit card, they're giving me the biggest headache that I've had in the longest time. And I'll tell you guys why. So I have a credit card with Discover. They're probably the last personal credit card that I got. And I got them this year. And I only got it because they kept like targeting me, right? And I got the credit card. So I was going to LA a few months ago. Right when I was about to leave, Discover locked my credit card. When they locked my credit card, it was because they said they needed to verify my identity, which is cool. So I called and did the whole identification verification thing. Now, I went through that whole process, which was annoying, but I went through it. And I got an email and then a call from them last week that now they're wanting me to sign some documents for them to see my tax returns. So they're wanting to verify my income. And I'm asking the lady, like, why do you guys need to do that? And she's telling me, she said, well, it's not that we need to see how much money you make. She's like, we just need to verify your identity. It's like, you've already verified my identity. The letter clearly says you need to see my tax returns for my, to see how much money I make. And so anybody that's listening right now, some advice that I'll give you guys, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're going into business for yourself, I highly recommend you put yourself on payroll. Because if you put yourself on payroll, when someone wants a W-2 from you or wants a paycheck stub from you, you can easily give it to them because you control it all. I'm gonna learn how to share my screen on live because I really have so much stuff I want to show you guys to kind of help you see what I'm talking about. But I'm not, let me see something. Let me know if you can see my screen when let me not mess with this thing too much. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it too much and then it mess up. But yeah, so I really highly recommend you go ahead and put yourself on your own payroll. Like I said, because that'll be something that help you in case you ever need to produce a paycheck stub. Some companies, depending on how much money you make, your credit, it doesn't matter as much. So like I know some apartment complexes, they want the people to make 3 times the rent amount. And for some people that's hard, right? But if you make your own paycheck stub, hey, what's up, Anika? How you doing, girl? If you make your own paycheck stub, then you're able to do that. So I just recommend people do that when they're starting a business, is that they go ahead and they build their own payment processor. So I'm doing Q&A. If anyone else has questions, comments, concerns. So initially, For good, good. I'm gonna be honest. For some reason, I feel happy when I see your name. I feel like we're friends. um, we are friends. We definitely are. Leon says, "So, are you in business?" Yes, sir. I am, Mr. Leon. Just a little bit about myself, and I'll to answer that too. So, I used to manage Walmart stores, and they fired me, and I really had no clue what I was going to do, but I was able to kind of figure business out. I failed a lot, in the process of doing it. And that's the reason why I'm such a good coach. That's one of the reasons why I'm really good at teaching people about business and about like credit and stuff, is because I've failed more than anybody could possibly imagine. And I have a wife, I have 3 children, and when you're failing with a family, you have to figure it out really fast. And so, thanks to God, I was able to figure it out. But yes, sir, I am in business, and for me, it's such a rewarding thing to be able to know that I'm taking care of my family based off of like my thoughts and based off of all the failures that I've had, and all the hardship that I've gone through. I learned something in that process, and I'm able to now grow a business from it. So yeah, I recommend everybody start a business. I'm not saying I recommend everybody quit their job, but I recommend everybody start a business. You'll learn a lot about yourself that way. I don't know what I just did, Anika. I don't know if you streams of income. Do you have multiple streams of income? I do. Um, and to be completely transparent, a lot of people they are interested in multiple streams of income. But Leon, the best way to get multiple streams of income is not the way that most people talk about it. The best way to get multiple streams of income is to have one idea and be able to take that idea and break it into multiple different things. And I'll give you an example. So I have a coaching and consulting business, right? Now, that coaching and consulting business, this business is one stream of income. But I realized that not everybody can afford to hire me as a business coach. Not everybody can afford to hire me as a consultant. So I have lower ticket items that anyone can buy and still get tons of value. So you may not be able to pay me to be your coach, your one-on-one coach, or your one-on-one consultant, but you can pay $37 for an ebook. You can pay a few $100s to join a class. And so I'm able to create multiple streams of income from my one coaching business by selling educational products. If I was to own a restaurant, if I was in a restaurant business, then I would sell entrees and I would sell condiments, right? If people like my barbecue sauce, I used this example before, but if people like my barbecue sauce, I would just not only put it on my food, but I would take my barbecue sauce and I would package it up really nice, and I would also sell that as well. That's multiple streams of income. But when people think of multiple streams of income, they automatically think like, I have to do this, and now I have to go over here and do this, and then I got to go over here and do this. And it's like, when you do those things, it's really difficult to hold on to this and to hold on to that. It's hard to do that. And I'll tell you again from just transparency. So the most successful business that I have right now is a construction business. And I started that business myself, physically going out and doing work. The business is $1 million business, and I was able to grow it that way not by just doing everything myself, but because I was able to start hiring people. So now I'm less hands-on in that business, and I'm focusing more into my coaching business because I want to grow that business, my coaching and consulting business, because the thing I miss about working at Walmart was I had 400 associates that I used to manage, associates and managers. I have 400 people that work under me. And I used to really enjoy helping them get promoted or helping them accomplish goals or know what's going on in their life and try to talk them through things and situations. And I really miss that. That's the only thing I miss, but I really miss that. So yeah, multiple streams of income, Leon. If you find something that's working for you, think about how you can branch off and do something similar, but get additional money for something that is not directly tied to what you're currently doing. That's the easiest and most effective way to get multiple streams of income. Question. When you say pay yourself, would you recommend a regular biweekly salary? In the yachting business, we get a commission for every sale. So would you recommend a regular salary or a salary based on what the business can handle? That is a fantastic question. Fantastic question. So what I recommend is, well, let me say this first. So I have ADP as my payroll processor. Full transparency, I was paying myself $250,000 per year in my construction business. But the downside to that business is it's just now starting to pick back up, but it's been really slow for the past 2 months. So what I was doing was I went inside of there and I adjusted my pay. And the reason that I adjusted my pay is because, like ADP, for example, they automatically take the taxes out. So I was paying maybe like close to $10,000 in taxes for the month when I had my payroll at $250,000 a year. So I dropped it down to $100,000 a year, and I think I'm paying now like a little over almost at $7,000 per month for taxes. So with ADP, you can always go in and adjust it. What I would say for your situation, Anika, is I would probably look at what it is that, well, first of all, I would ask you, so that business, is that your business, the yachting business? And the reason why I asked that is because I just want to get clarity on if you're saying that you have a job in a yachting company and they pay you, but you're thinking about also putting yourself on payroll as well. I just want to get clarity before I give you an answer. I'm an agent, but work for myself. Okay. So, sorry, 1 second. I'm an agent, but work for myself. And yes, it is my business. I just use the, gotcha. Okay. Okay. All right. So that makes sense. So what I would do is in that situation, I would make it so that like so obviously you need to know, and you were in that masterclass I did. So you know how in the masterclass we covered knowing your numbers with Steve. Were you there for that? Knowing your numbers, the importance of knowing your numbers. So if you recall that, if you know your numbers, then that means that you know what your monthly revenue is, right? You have a general idea. You didn't make that part of the master class, or you don't remember it? What's up, TikTok? Hey, TikTok, I'm also doing a Q&A. So if any of you guys have questions about business, entrepreneurship, credit, uh, you can ask the question and I'll answer it for you. Okay. I wasn't there. Okay. Hey, real quick, Anika, were you the person that got sick or something like that and you missed the rest of the classes, the master class? Don't, didn't attend that session. Okay. I wasn't there. Was it you that got sick? I'm just curious because if it was, I thought about you today. I'm gonna send you the. Yep, you were. It was okay. You were traveling. Okay. Hey, look, do me a favor. Remind me. Send me an email because I have the links from. I have the links from the master class, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you in an email. I uploaded them already because those files were so big. But yeah, so what I would do is I would definitely make sure that I know like what my monthly income is. And based off of your monthly income, you need to look at that amount and say, okay, well, what do I personally need to be able to live, based off of that. Now, once you have that number, then you just need to break that up into two payments, a biweekly payment system, and pay yourself. So again, for me, because there's something really specific that I'm working on. That's the reason why I was paying myself $250,000 a year, right? Because I'm using it to be real with you. I'm just trying to build as much business credit as I can. And I know a lot of these companies, they say they're no doc loans, but what tends to happen sometimes is like I just explained. Excuse me. So I'm gonna explain it to TikTok too because you guys weren't here, but a lot of times we're hearing about no doc loans and people they preach no doc loans, right? But some of these companies, they'll come back later and say, hey, we need documentation. And I'm dealing with that right now with Discover. So Discover is telling me that they need documentation. So now I'm having to wait. I think it's going to take 2 weeks for this whole process. And I got to send my information to Discover for them to be able to unlock my credit card. No doc loan, right? They shouldn't be asking me for anything. But what a lot of you guys don't understand is that though they may not ask for documentation up front, a lot of these companies, they'll come back later and ask for documentation. So that's why I'm talking about making sure that you set yourself up on payroll so that you can provide documentation if it's needed. Like again, I have myself on ADP. So Anika, in your situation, what I would do is I would definitely, like I said, just make sure you know what that number is, whatever that number is. I don't care what it is. That number, you need to take it that you get for the month on average. Take that number and break it up into two payments based off of what you need to live. So let's say you make, I don't know what you make, obviously, right? But let's just say for easy numbers, let's just say you make, I don't know. Let's say you make $8,000 a month, right? Based off of that $8,000 a month, you got to decide, okay, what is my ultimate goal, right? Am I trying to put myself on payroll because I want to be able to show that I make a lot of money? Am I trying to put myself on payroll to make it easier for me with taxes? Am I trying to put myself on payroll to make it so that, you know, I can buy a house easier or get a car easier? What's the point of me putting myself on payroll? So once you identify the point and the reason of you putting yourself on payroll, now if you make $8,000 a month, then you need, let's just say for example, you need $6,000 to live for per month. Then you need to pay yourself $2,000 per month. But then what you need to do is take that $2,000 and you need to break it up into those biweekly payments. So that's the way I did it. But for me, again, my goal is really I'm trying to get more rental properties and more business credit to be real. So that's the reason why I let them take so much out of my paychecks right now. All right, TikTok, what up, what up? You guys got any questions? Feel free to ask. This is a Q&A. Anything about business credit, about me personally, whatever you want to know, I'm happy to answer it if I can. All right, understood. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. Oh, Leon, how do I get your email? Is there a process I have to go through? So are you asking about a process the process you have to go through for what? And my email, I'll tell you, my email is contact at ceojoshearl.com. Contact at ceojoshearl.com. And I'll just do this too because most of the content that I make is around business credit. So um, I'll let you guys know maybe one of the things that I see a lot of people, like a lot of my clients in particular, when they come to me to try to get their credit fixed or their business credit, they make a lot of the same mistakes over and over again. So while there's more questions coming through, I'll just kind of help you guys not make those same mistakes. All right. So now one of the mistakes is that when you apply for credit, whether it's business credit, personal credit, you have to be strategic in doing so. Okay. Now, what I mean by being strategic in doing so is if you don't understand what bank pulled from what bureau, then you're not really going to know a strategy to really apply for credit effectively. Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll give you a couple of banks that pull from different credit bureaus. So that way, if any of you guys, Facebook, TikTok, if any of you guys are trying to get business credit, but don't really know how to go through that process of what banks to go through, I'll help you out with that. And I'll go ahead and give you guys some information that will really be helpful for you. I'm going to throw this out there as well. I have an ebook that teaches you how to get business credit without your social security number. And that ebook is actually on the link in my bio. All right. So I guess if anyone already currently has a business, comment LLC or comment business if you already have a business. Or comment what type of business you already have. Like if you have a cleaning business, just type cleaning business. If you're in real estate, type real estate. And Anika, I know what business you have. I'm sorry, y'all give me 1 second. My dog going crazy. So the reason why I'm asking you guys to do that is because I'm gonna try to show you something in a process. All right, C Corp, cleaning business. The clean done. Hey, what's up, family? Did you how did you register your business? What did you register your business as? Did you register it as a cleaning business or did you register it as something different with your NAICS codes when you signed up? And I'm curious, why did you get a C Corp? Why'd you get a C Corp? Leon says, if you have a business, you can also give a projected income. Exactly. But see, that's the thing is that you can give projected income, but I'm telling you, sometimes what they're going to do is they're going to want to see, like, they'll tell you there's no documents, but then they're going to come back months later and be like, hey, we need to see some documents. I'm literally dealing with that right now. Okay, cleaning, janitorial. All right. All others are passed through according to IRS. Yeah. If you, and I know you didn't ask to, I'm curious. I'm just curious. So, and if you don't feel like, if you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable sharing it, it's no problem. But what do you make in that business per year? In your cleaning business? There's a reason why I'm asking. I'll share. Okay, appreciate it. And just so you know, like, I've been in entrepreneurship now, you guys, for probably, it's been a long time. When I first got into entrepreneurship, I had no clue people openly talked about how much money they make. It was super uncomfortable for me. So, Okay, good. So yeah, you're doing you and see the clean done. The reason why I asked you that was because if you weren't making that much money in your business, it really wouldn't be necessary for you to be to have it set up the way you do. But how you have it is good. Dragon Knight, bro. I need a better business mindset. Hey, Dragon Knight, why do you say that, man? What's wrong with your mindset? Um, so the clean done. All right, perfect. You make 150,000 a year. You have a C corp, and you have a cleaning business, and it's set up as a cleaning business. Um, so the my next question would be, what does your personal credit look like? Yo, oh my gosh, Dragon Knight, I like you, man. Was that Drago Knight? You remind me so much of myself when I first started out. You definitely gotta hold on to that money, my wife. You definitely gotta hold on to that money. Hey, I appreciate the heart, appreciate your fam. Thank you, thank you. You probably, I think this is the only time I've ever gotten a gift, man, and I genuinely mean that, and I really appreciate that, man. And reinvest. That is hilarious to make. Like it's that's a real thing in entrepreneurship, man. It's like when you start to make money, you start to think that you really have money, not realizing like, a you need to set up. You got to pay taxes on that money, right? Unless you got like an amazing tax strategist and all these different ways in which you're going to save the money to avoid the taxes, but you have to pay taxes, right? So that's something that you got to do. That's why when I talk to people, I try to tell everybody you need to get 5 bank accounts. All right. So TikTok, Facebook. If you are an entrepreneur, you own a business, you need to get 5 checking accounts. All right. And so here's what I mean. You need to make sure that you have a income account, an expense account. You need to make sure that you have a tax account. Very important, a tax account. You need to make sure you have an account for investments and payroll if you hire people or pay people. Okay. And the reason is because if you're putting a portion of your money into that tax account every week or every month, then come tax time, you're not going to be surprised because you have bread that you can actually pay for your taxes. But here's what most of us do. Most of us, and I'm gonna say us because yo, I'm guilty too. I'm telling you, like I'm sitting here now, I'm about to pull the little bit of hair I got out because October 13th is about to come up, and I still got to file my taxes. And I got a pretty big tax bill at this point because I waited and procrastinated so long to get things done the way that I should have. So, even at church, I'm trying to figure out who did I pay? Like, where's my receipt from this place at? Because I want to write all of this stuff off. But yeah, Drago, you definitely gotta. I want to invite you up, man. You definitely gotta reinvest your money, man. I'm curious as to know what's going on with you, man. I'll be spending the money I make. I don't know why that's so funny to me because because I realize I can relate. The clean down, where you at, fam? There you go. All right, Facebook. Hey, check your DM. I sent the link. Don't a person need a trust and then put your business under that LLCs? Now you don't, Leon. You don't necessarily have to have a trust to do that. You don't have to have a trust. Hey, what's up? How do you say, is it, what is it, Drago, or how do you pronounce your
Draco, but my name's Mario.
what's your name again?
Mario?
Mario. What's up, Mario? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Questioning the time that I did have the money, you know?
Yeah, yo, that's real, man. So you had the money, but you don't have it anymore.
Nah, just some stuff happening. I don't know if you heard about Turo.
Yo, listen, bro. I used to do Toro.
Yeah.
I used to do Toro when Toro was alive. I feel like Toro is dead now. If I'm being honest with you.
Well, the city I'm in is San Diego, so there's always the opportunity, you know? Families come in and out, so I'm always renting to them, but I rented out to one of my stingers to let's say I think he was like 22, 23.
Yeah.
He ended up totaling the car.
Man.
So my income went down, and then I had this older couple put in boat oil, thinking that my oil needed oil, but it didn't, and they flooded it with 3 extra quarts, and I'm like, what the fuck? So got to pay a new engine for that, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
just a lot of negatives and piles up.
I'll tell you something, man. So here's the reason why I said Toro is dead. It's not really dead, but so I'm in Atlanta, and hey, the clean done. I'm coming back to you next. The clean done. Don't go nowhere. Hold on, bro. So I live in Atlanta. You probably never heard of him. I don't know. Maybe you have. You ever heard of Matty J before?
Matty J sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. My brother, man. He's really big in the Toro and the rental car space, and so he was the first person I've ever seen do Toro, and I actually started doing Toro because I know him. But so when I did Toro, I bought luxury cars. Excuse me, I still have them. I only sold one, so I bought 3 Porsches. I bought an Audi. I bought Mercedes, and 3 Porsches, an Audi, and Mercedes. I feel like I had another car. So this is what happened to me, and I'm telling you this because I want you to know that it gets better, and I'm sure you know that. But so I rented one of my Porsches. I rented it to a person off of Toro who I met, and she let her boyfriend drive it. They're from Cali. They were in Atlanta, and he wrecked it. He didn't tear it up, but he wrecked it. It was a fender bender. It cost $20,000 to get it fixed, and the parts had to come from Germany. So my Porsche, it's a Porsche Cayenne. It was down for 6 months, man. 6 months, and so after that happened, my Audi got totaled because I didn't even have it 30 days. The guy that rented it gave it to his nephew to drive it. His nephew totaled it, brand new car, and they took $7,000 from me off of the worth of the vehicle, saying that it depreciated, but it wasn't even 30 days old. So I had to pay $7,000. Now, remind you, the white car, I'm still waiting 6 months. Then I had another car get in an accident. So I went through all this stuff, and I was drowning in debt because, I didn't really know what I was going to do. That was the only business that I had at the time. So I figured it out though, man. I ended up leaving Toro just because the prices aren't what they used to be. But, but that, me being in that bad position, in that bad situation, it taught me how to value my dollar. Because when I was making money, that's why it was so funny when you said that, because I'm a lot like you, man. When I was making money, like I thought it was good. But the moment things started going bad, I had no way to really sustain that because I wasn't responsible with my money. So you said it the right way. You just got to get a better mindset around your money. And just now that you've gone through that, you know that when the money comes in, it doesn't always come in. Have you ever heard about it being described like wintertime and summertime? You ever heard of those terms in business and what that means?
I think so. It was probably like a book that I picked up.
Probably.
Was it I have a couple of them. I gotta look at my list, but I can't really say I have.
So I'll tell you real quick. So basically, when any of us go through something in life, or especially in business, and we're broke, we ain't really got a whole lot going on, that's considered to be wintertime. The reason why we have winter times is because we didn't do what we should have done in summer and in spring. So in summer and in spring, the weather is nice, right? Everything is beautiful, is good. That means that we're in a time period where we're actually making a lot of money. That's a time period where we're doing really well financially. Now, based off of what we do in the spring and in the summer, that's going to dictate our winter, right? And so myself, you included, if we would have been better during the summer and the spring, we would have never really experienced the winter. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So don't be hard on yourself, because and I'm not saying this in a bragging way, but because God could take anything I have tomorrow, I highly believe that, right? But I was able to come back from what I went through, and now I have a greater respect for the dollar that I make, and I'm able to now be able to teach people how to be successful in business and how to have the right mindset around money and all of these things because of me myself failing at it first. What's beautiful about you is that you know your problem. You just got to fix it.
Right.
You got to fix it.
Yeah.
So how you gonna do that? How you gonna fix it?
Honestly, since I'm at the bottom now, I gotta start doing like that. What was it? The 50% for bills, 20% for reinvestment,
Mm-hmm.
and then like 10% for like yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I gotta make sure my discipline's still there at the end of the day, but yeah, that's my plan. Especially with my final car. Well, I have two cars now, which is the Corolla and the Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Cadillac not making any money, it's already been like a month. I'm gonna either have to sell it as it is or put another 10,000 in it, hoping that it make the money back.
Man, that's a hard decision.
Right.
What's the best decision to make?
Honestly, to get rid of it and then start all over again, but that would hurt the credit.
Yeah, maybe not. Well, and this is why I say that. Are you only using Toro?
Yeah.
What type of, you said it's a Cadillac?
Yeah, it's the Escalade.
What year is it?
2016.
Do you care about it?
Not to the point where I would like be in debt with it.
The reason why, so what's your monthly payment on it?
It's about like $859.
Have you ever heard of hire car?
No, I don't think I've
Look into,
I've heard of Hopper. Or,
it's kind of, well, hire car I know is it's like a lower level Toro, kind of like Hopper, I guess, but it's more so for people who are gig workers. And the reason why I ask about that is because if your concern is just making sure that you can at least get the car paid off, or swap a lease. Well, you don't have a lease though, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, if your concern is to really getting the car paid off, one of the things that's a benefit to places like hire car is that those people, they can't really get other cars a lot of times. So they'll pay you more money to rent your car, and they'll keep your car longer because it's gonna put miles on it, but they'll use it for like working, like Uber and Lyft and stuff like that. So that's why I asked if you cared about it, because obviously
I might have like heard it from like one of my aunts who does Lyft and Uber.
Mm-hmm.
I think she actually rented from someone like that.
Yeah.
He had like a fleet of Priuses.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't ring a bell at first.
Yeah, I got a friend, man, who he had a Toyota Corolla. He paid maybe $3,000 for that car, and that car's made him over $20,000 rented on hire car because they keep them. Yeah, they keep them so long. Do you have business credit?
No, this was like through me and myself,
I made the same mistake, bro. I made the same mistake, bro. I made the same mistake. I'm telling you it's a sad mistake, man. But I'm telling you, be encouraged because, again, not bragging at all, but I've been able to dig myself out of over $200,000 worth of debt, and be able to still become really well off. And so that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it's temporary. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to make better decisions. But in order to make better decisions, you got to know what the best decision to make is. And so I'll say this too. Shoot me a DM, because shoot me a DM, and I'll talk to you. But I'm working on building like a community that will, like, basically we'll meet Monday through Friday probably, and be able to just hold each other accountable. And I'll teach different principles and different business strategies and different ways to get business credit, and all these different things that I've learned over the years and things I know that help my clients. I'll teach it, and it may be something that would be beneficial for you, man. So if you're interested in that, like I said, just shoot me a DM. The other thing I'll say too, for you as well as anyone else listening, first of all, if you're doing any type of business and you're doing it in your personal name without it being attached to your business, you're really doing yourself a disservice. That put me back so far doing that. So one of the things that I did that was actually helpful to me, Leon, I'm gonna tell you the information as well. One of the things I did that was helpful for me is I started learning how to get credit without my social security number really being the thing that was relying upon the approval. If we go to like Chase Bank right now, Chase is going to want to approve us based off of our social. So I have an ebook. The ebook, it gives you, man, I would pull it up, but it gives you like so many vendors and so many lenders that you can go to and get business credit that is not being approved based off of your social security number. And I explain all of that in the ebook. But if anyone is in business or interested in entrepreneurship and you don't have the best credit right now, that really is your best bet, is to build business credit around your EIN rather than your social. It's going to take you longer to get the 20,000, the 30,000, 100,000 credit limit, but at least you're still building business credit. And TikTok, they keep taking my video down, but I did a video and I had a bunch of places that you guys could go to and actually get that credit, but they took it down. But again, if anyone is interested in that, I have an ebook in my link in my bio. The link is only for $37. All right. The book is normally $100, but for my birthday, I have it as $37. It won't be $37 forever, but if anyone is interested in building business credit without your social, you definitely need to look at that ebook, man. It'll be helpful for you. But but yeah, like I said, man, just shoot me a DM and I'll give you the information, man. And it'll be helpful for you to be around other entrepreneurs too, who are growing and learning as well.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince my friends to start a business and whatnot.
Don't do that.
Initially, I was gonna do like an LLC, but at the time I wanted to buy a house, but because I was in the Marine Corps, so I had the option of the VA. So I was gonna show them like, yeah, I make $100,000 per year, and that way they'd lend me. But at the time, they had said that I needed 2 years worth of income at that same job, which I didn't have. So I kind of fucked myself over, and then I just never built the LLC.
It's all good, bro. I'm telling you, it's all good because it's a learning opportunity, man. And I guarantee you won't make the same mistake again.
Oh yeah, hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. So you just got to look at it like, yo, it was worth it to make the mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's just the price you had to pay for the education. That's just the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the game. That's the price you had to pay for the education. So, you got any questions, man? I'm happy to answer them for you, man. If not, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm gonna let you off of here and try to throw somebody else up here if you don't have any questions, bro.
Yeah, not at the time. Gotta go back to work, but yeah, it'd be nice if we could talk about the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, shoot me a DM. And the book, though, if you want to just get it, is if you click the link in my bio, it should take you right to it. there shouldn't be a website link. It should just be a link specifically for the book, because if anyone tries to buy that book through my website, it's going to be $100. So that link though, that's in my bio, is only $37. It's for my birthday. So, if you want it, like I said, just go to specifically to my bio and get it, because that way you'll get the discount. It'll be cheaper that way.
Okay, so, thanks. Got any plans for your birthday though?
None, man. I don't. You probably don't. I don't know if you follow me. You may have just seen the live. I had Bell's palsy, man, and so I don't know if you know what that is. You know what Bell's palsy is?
The medical condition, right?
It is, but it's not like cerebral palsy. So basically, let me see. Yeah, so this is the left side of my face right here. I woke up and the whole left side of my face was paralyzed. So like it's getting better now. I'm about 90% better, but like my mouth was like that. So if I drink water, it'll run out my mouth and everything. It was wild. So that happened, and so I'm just trying to get caught back up on work, because I couldn't do a lot of work because I was just feeling terrible. So my birthday is just spent working. Honestly, man. Yeah. So, but I'm cool with that though. I'm thankful to be able to be alive and be working, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you're happy, man.
Yeah. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, anytime. Well, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, bro. Be good, man.
You as well.
All right. Peace.
Adios.
I don't know how to take you off. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm trying to see. Anybody else have? Okay, is Rodney said, how much is the ebook? It's only $37 right now. All right, so if you go to the link in my bio is only $37. But if you were to go to my website or somewhere else, it will be $100. So I specifically put the link in my bio for $37. I'll have to try to. It should be there. If someone wants the book and you go there and it's not there, send me a DM and I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link with it. Actually, what I'll do right now too is see. I wish I had this planned, y'all, because I would have. I'm back. Had technical difficulties. No problem, Leon. I wish I had. Excuse me. I wish I had this planned, because I would actually have some stuff to show you guys. But what I can do right now is just explain it. But I do want to answer some more questions. I know I'm trying to find my man from earlier. Where's he at? Hold on. He has a janitor business. There you go. The clean done. You still here? You gone? The clean done. If someone wants to join the live with me, comment me, and I'll bring you up, and we can do a quick Q&A as well. I think the clean done may have left me. Anika and Leon, hold on one second. I'm gonna send this to you guys. 1 second. Hold on. So do any of you guys have Anika, I know about yours already. Does anyone else have a business that you guys are trying to build business credit with, and you just don't really know how to do it? Do you have any questions about that? Anybody? Anika, you can ask a question as well if you have another question about building business credit. I just really, there you go, the clean down. My bad, bro. All right. Okay, so in your situation, what you're gonna have to do is, well, hold on. I'm saying, bro. Let me make sure first. I don't want to be being disrespectful. I want attention, I promise. So what you're gonna need to do. So if you have a 600 credit score, do not apply for any like bank, right? Until you get at least, I would say at least a 700, 680, but at least a 700. Have you already started building business credit? Like, do you already have like net 30 vendors, or like, the Quills, the Grangers, like Uline, like these companies? You have any of those already? What I'll do too is I'll give you guys some other companies that I use that are not like Quill and Granger, where you have to buy toilet tissue already all the time. So the Clean Done. All right, so that's the first thing you need to do, man. Let me show y'all this. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up and show you guys. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. I really wish I would have planned this out better because I would have had all this stuff to show y'all. So you need to, so if anyone has a credit score below 700, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to make sure that you are putting yourself in the best position to get the business credit that you want to get in the future by going ahead right now today, getting credit for your business and setting up specific things. So the clean, tell me your name, man, because I don't want to keep calling the Clean Done. What's your name, the Clean Done? I'm doing my personal credit to co-sign for a business, so I have a work on getting credit. Yeah, so, and that's the thing, Leon, is with your personal credit, you want to make sure that it's at least, they say at least a 680, and that's true, but I would say at least a 700. And obviously there's different ways to achieve that, depending on what your specific credit profile has going on with it. But it's like we were talking about earlier, the number one thing that you're going to need to do is, and most people fail at doing this, when people are trying to fix their personal credit, they focus so much on removing this, removing that, but most people don't focus on, you need to focus on adding positive trade lines too. So yeah, I want you to focus on removing the negatives, but let's also focus on adding the positives, right? And so if you have a lower credit score, one of the things you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go ahead and get, do like I said earlier, and sign up for, the personal credit that you have to get through buying like the trade line basically, or like a secured credit card. And a couple of secured credit cards that I recommend is, I recommend you guys get a secured credit card from Capital One. Don't put like $300 on it, $200 on it. I would go to Discover, get another one, put like $200 or $300 on it. And then whatever bank you have, go to your bank and get a secured card and put like $200 or $300 on it. That'll be 3 primary trade lines that you have reporting on your credit. And that's going to help you so much. It's actually going to help you probably more doing that than it would if you got some of those negative things off your credit. So that's what I recommend all of you guys do that are in the process of trying to get business credit, but don't have the ideal personal credit. You have to simultaneously, I messed that word all the way up. Simultaneously, you guys have to work on getting the negatives off, but also work on putting the positive trade lines on. And yeah, you're right. I can also piggyback. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. All right, Tracy. So, what you need to do is, like I just said, right, with those different secured credit cards, you need to get those. But you also, I'm trying to pull this up because I want to actually show it to you guys, man. Hold on. You also need to make sure that you're building credit for your business, right? Without your social. So Tracy, let me ask you this. Is it Mr. Tracy or Miss Tracy? Which one? Not that it matters, but it just makes it easier for me. I feel like I know, but I just want to be clear, man. I don't want to disrespect nobody. What you need to do is, like I just said, the secured credit, right? Mr. Tracy. Okay. All right, bro. I just want to say bro so bad, but I didn't know if you were a bro or not. So you need to make sure that you do, like I said, with the secured cards. I can't tell you how important that is, because most people think because they have a specific credit, like some people will be like, y'all got an 800 credit score. But then when I look at their credit report is trash. Like, it's mad thin. There's nothing on it. Rodney, give me 1 second because I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to answer that. So it's not so much about people's credit score as it is about your credit profile. Okay, now with that being said, yes, your credit score is very important, right? However, your credit profile is probably much more important than your credit score. And I'll tell you why. My brother, he has probably like a 7-something credit score, but he has nothing on his credit profile. Now, the way that you fix that is like I just said with the secured cards. Now, if you're trying to now take your personal credit and get business credit, I'm going to tell you some accounts that you can go ahead and get. And then getting these accounts is going to actually help your business credit. And I'm still trying to pull this thing up. I got so many tabs open on my dang on computer. Hold on, y'all, it's coming. So I'll just say, hey Tracy, do you have a DUNS number? Actually, not just Tracy, anybody that's on this live on Facebook or on TikTok, if you have a business, let me know, comment me if you have a DUNS number. If you have a DUNS number, comment me. Okay, Tracy has one, dope. Most people, believe it or not, don't have one. You have a DUNS number. Just got it, Rodney, good job. That's awesome. Anika, are you still there? Do you have a DUNS number, Anika? So for those of you who don't know, the reason why a DUNS number is so important is because in order to build business credit, you have to have a Paydex score. Okay. Zoo, what's up, Zoina? How you doing? Zoina, get a Paydex score. You need to get a Dun & Bradstreet number. Okay. Make sure that you get a Dun & Bradstreet number. If you guys don't have a Dun & Bradstreet number, they are literally free to get. I made a video doing a walkthrough of it, and I think I may have deleted it. I don't know, but Anika, make sure that you get your DUNS number. It's free to get it. You'll see in the replay, I actually walked through that process on how to get it. The only reason why I didn't go through the whole process on getting a DUNS number is because I think that day, I feel like everyone had a DUNS number. There was some reason why I didn't do the whole process. All right, but you guys, you have to get a DUNS number. You will not build credit successfully without it, okay? DUNS number is super important. You go to you go to www.dnb.com, okay? Now, I have a video. I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to post it probably tomorrow, but it has the website and everything else up there for you guys too. All right, so you got to get a Dun & Bradstreet number. All right, I see you guys got it. All right, so some of you guys don't, some of you do. Yeah, the thing. So, all right, now you have the DUNS number. All right, now the next thing I want you guys to do is go to nav.com. If any of you guys have a Nav account, comment me, nav.com. Or if you have a Nav account, type Nav in the chat, N-A-V. If you have a Nav account, type Nav in the chat. If anybody has a Nav account. Okay, good. Okay, good. Y'all got Nav accounts. Perfect. All right. Facebook. Any of y'all got Nav accounts on Facebook? Anybody on Facebook have a Nav account? All right, I see Jasmine has Nav. What up, Jazz? Tracy has Nav. Is that Latanya? What's up, Latanya? I hope, if I say y'all name wrong, y'all gotta forgive me, man, please. Rodney said I started filling it out. Rodney, fill it out, bro. And with Nav, Leon, I'm gonna come back to that. With Nav, it shows you for your business and your personal credit. It's great to have it. Now, the reason why Nav is so important is not just because it shows you about your business and personal credit, but Nav also is a trade line that's going to report to your business credit. All right, so you're building business credit in that way. This thing still has not pulled up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I want you guys to actually see what I'm talking about. So that's why I keep trying to pull this thing up. I just got mad stuff open on my thing right now. All right, so another site that you guys are able to go to is Credible. Let me try to turn this thing around real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I don't be going live like that. I need to start doing this more though. Flip camera, look at that. All right. Don't y'all be judging me from my office now. Okay, so Facebook, I'm sorry, man. Y'all can't see this right now, but so you guys, just so everyone on TikTok and Facebook know, I'm gonna start going live probably every day now. And I'm gonna try to do a better job of actually scheduling it so that I'm consistent with going live on those same days. But I also have a Facebook community that I'm gonna be going live in for sure every single day. All right. And so if any of you guys are interested in joining that community, if you're not already in it, I know some of you are, shoot me a DM and just say community. And then that way I'll send you the link for the Facebook community. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm trying to show you guys. All right. So this is one of the sites right here. All right. It's called Credible. Hold on. Man, I got mad stuff open, y'all. Let me do this. Let me see something. All right. That ain't working. All right. So, hey, LaTanya, do me a favor. Shoot me a DM with that word. You don't have to do it right now, but please shoot me a DM. That way I'll send you the link. I don't want to close all this stuff out because then it's going to close my Facebook out. So this is one of the ebooks I'm working on. I already have one, but I'm going to show you guys information from that ebook so that way you can actually see some of these sites. I just got to find it. Or not find it. I got to get to it. This is the other ebook I'm working on right now. Well, let me show y'all this real quick since it's already here. I'm sorry. Let me show you. I'm sure there's value in here too. All right, so this ebook right here is not available for anyone to buy yet, but this ebook, you'll see basically, well, if someone wants to buy this ebook, is not available, you can pre-order it. It'll be finished by Friday of this week coming up. I'll release it then, but it's like 90% done. But I just want to show you guys the information. And if you see information here that's valuable, if you ask a question about it, I'll answer it. But what I want to show you guys is not from this ebook. It's actually from an ebook that I already have finished based off of what I'm talking about with Tracy and everybody else. But I just want to show you guys this because actually I'm going to go to the ebook right now. So this ebook, it shows about business structure and foundation. And basically, if you don't have a business already, I'm breaking all of this down for you on what you need to do to start it, right? And all of these links will be clickable as well. So you can click on it and it'll take you to where you need to go. But it's got all of this, like literally all of this different, everything you need, the links and all of this stuff. If you need to get a business phone number, it tells you where to go, where you need to go for registering your business. It just got all this information, okay? Now, the one that I really wanted to go to show you guys the information to help you build business credit without your social is right here. If it'll let me click on it, there we go. So this is to show you guys some different accounts that you're able to get. And Facebook, I'll tell you guys what the accounts are. So that way you're able to see it on your, you'll know what it is on your end too. Oh, well, it's trying to make me pay for it. Well, this is the same link that's in my bio. If any of you guys want to buy this ebook, like I said, it is $37 right now. But the normal price is $100. So I do recommend you get it while it's $37. But I need to actually get inside of the book to show you guys. I'm sorry this is taking me so long. I wasn't planning on doing this, y'all. So that's the reason why it's taking me a bit. But this is one, like I said, Credible is definitely a site that you guys are able to go to along with Nav. And hold on. I know I got mad stuff. I be working, y'all. I be working. Your boy be working. Okay. Hold on, here it is. Let me see. it's easier for me to just look at it and read it. I mean, I already did all the work to put all of it together. Hold on, where is it at? Credit, content, ebook. Where's ebook? Ebook. Stay with me, y'all. I know it's just taking a minute. My bad. I'll be more organized next time. All right. Hold on. Which one is right? So here's the dope thing too. If you look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them because I keep going back and updating them once I get new information. So these books, they don't just stay where they are. I always go back and update it. I think this is the right one. So basically, I'm going to show you guys different accounts that you guys are able to utilize. And Facebook, I'll let you guys know what these accounts are as well. But I'm going to show you guys the different accounts that you can get so that you're able to build business credit without your social. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show all the accounts, right? Because that would be kind of crazy. Man, I really want to be able to share my screen with Facebook. Facebook, let me know if you guys can see this. I'm about to try to share my screen real quick. Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll just tell you guys. I don't want to mess nothing up. All right. Now, Tracy, you still there, man? LaTanya, absolutely. Rodney, you still there? Tracy, you still there? LaTanya, you still there? Jasmine, you still there too? Everybody, y'all still there? Okay. All right. So for those of you that just joined, what we're doing right now is we are looking at accounts that you can use to help you build business credit without having to use your social security number for approval, okay? Now, this is an ebook that I have. Right now for my birthday, the ebook is only $37. Normal price is $100. It's only $37. It's on the link in my bio, okay? But the reason why this is important is because, like I was just talking to Mario and a few other people, when we're entrepreneurs, we're in business, sometimes we don't really have all the information, right? And I know for me personally, when I first became an entrepreneur, I actually used my personal credit for everything and I ruined it. And so it made it hard for me to be able to get higher loans and better loans because my credit was so bad. But what helped me was actually learning all of this stuff right here, which is about building net 30 accounts and building business credit without my social. Okay. And so, I don't think this is the right book, but maybe it is. Let's see. So, I'm going to show you guys, this is kind of like giving you guys a glimpse into the book basically. So that way you guys can see, but you'll see a lot of these different trade lines. All right. And so if you guys see right here, one of the first things I mentioned was Dun & Bradstreet. And the reason is because, like I just explained, a lot of people don't have a DUNS number, but you got to have it because this is one of the top business credit agencies, Dun & Bradstreet. And you got Experian Commercial, you got Equifax Small Business, you got Credit Safe, right? Now, these are the different categories. Yeah, this is the wrong book, y'all. I'm sorry. I have another one that has more than this, but I'll show y'all those other ones too. And the reason why I know this is the wrong ebook, in this section right here on my updated version, I added tons more vendors. I took all this out and I put vendors in it. So I don't think you need to know the categories. That was irrelevant to me. So I added more people here, more companies here that you guys could actually use and be able to get business credit. All right, so what I'll do though is I'll show you this. All right, so if you guys can screenshot it, that would be great. Or if somebody can type it in the chat for everybody to see, that'll be great. But basically, Facebook, and I'll tell you guys what it is as well. Let me see if I can. These are some companies that you guys are able to use and get business credit without your social security number mattering. So if you have bad credit, if you have not enough credit, if you have, credit that you're working on, this is what you need. You need to use these to actually start building your credit, your business credit up. One thing I want everybody to understand, your business credit, it may not be contingent upon your personal credit score by using these accounts. However, a lot of people get mixed up because some of these places, when you go to them, they'll ask for your social security number. Now, that does not mean that they're going to run your personal credit. That does not mean that they're going to put these accounts on your personal credit. The reason why some of these companies ask for your social is because they have to verify your identity. Now, with that being said, when you guys are applying for business credit, you got to be extremely careful that you are very cautious on who runs your personal credit and who doesn't. Now, all of these accounts that I'm giving you guys right here, Facebook for you guys too, I promise. No man left behind, all right? So, but with these accounts, you guys, if you're using these accounts, you just got to make sure that when you're applying for that credit, you have to make sure that you do not select the box for them to run you as a personal guarantor, unless that's what you want, okay? Now, some of these companies, what they'll do is they'll automatically have it checked for you to run as a personal guarantor. But it's your responsibility to make sure that you uncheck that box so that way they don't run your personal credit when it comes to this business, all right? I think about a company that's called A2B, A-T-O-B, that company. So with A2B, they don't even ask for your social security number, all right? But I think about Sam's Club. If you guys apply for Sam's Club is going to ask for your social security number. And when they ask for your social, even Home Depot, what they'll do is they'll have a box that says, some of them will say uncheck if you don't want a personal guarantee. And then some will say check if you want a personal guarantee. So you guys just got to make sure that you're actually paying attention and watching that. So that way you don't get set up, because if you're not meaning to run your social and you don't pay attention, they're going to run your social. Is this helpful for you guys? If this is helpful for people, can you guys comment in the chat to let me know that it's helpful? Hopefully somebody is writing this down so that way you guys are actually able to get some of these vendors. Again, this ebook, I have it inside of my bio. It's only $37. I'm still scrolling. All of these are vendors, and I got who they report to. I got how much the fee costs. I got their phone number. They do provide trade references if needed. Like, I got all this information inside of this ebook. Like, and guys, this takes time to go and get. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something that like is just easy to find. So again, all this information, their websites, any information you need about this company, you already have it right here before you apply. I let you know who they apply to, who they report your credit to, what the annual fee is, like everything. Literally everything you need. Facebook, I ain't forgot you guys, I promise. All right, office supplies right here at Granger. So, and it's kind of broken up as well, right? So these are what you call net 30 accounts. All right. Like I said, I have tons more, but I clicked inside of the wrong ebook. And if I'm being real with you guys, I'm kind of happy I did click in the wrong ebook. And the only reason why I said it is because at least you see everything that's here, because of course I want to sell this book. I spent a lot of time working on it, but you know, I want you guys to be able to get value as well. So make sure that you're screenshotting this if you can, or at least try to get some information from it. But the best thing to do is obviously go get the book. It's only $37. Okay. So yeah, so that's it for that part of it. But then it just kind of goes to show other information for you as well on starting a business and how to grow your business and business registration tips. And all right, so those are some of the accounts. Now, the thing is that if you, sorry, let me show you this. Facebook, I promise you I ain't forgot y'all. It's dead. I was gonna show you guys some more accounts too. Now, all those accounts that I just showed y'all right there, all of those accounts, they some of them are revolving, some of them are not. Now, with that being said, like for example, let me find one. Oh, hold on. Like Quill, for example, I'll just use Quill. Or yeah, they're here, Quill, this one. Now, this account, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to make sure that you once you go here and get your credit, you're gonna have to make sure that you go and you order something from them every month. If you don't do that, then what will happen is you'll get the trade line reported for 1 month. However, if you go and buy something for 1 month and then you go back and buy something the next month, and then you go back and buy a credit report on your business side, and it's showing that you're actually making consistent payments, and it's going to help your business credit. And the best part about this is that you do not have to use your social security number while doing this. So here's the strategy for you guys. Like the company I showed you guys earlier, what is it? eCredible, right? That company. Now, if you go to eCredible, that company, what's going to happen is it's a subscription. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to have to pay them X amount of dollars every month. I can't think of what it is right now. I just had it up. But you're going to have to pay them X amount of dollars every single month, okay? The benefit to that is you don't have to go order something from them every month because they're already getting paid every single month. So that's going to help you with your personal credit. Sorry, that's a lot. That's a lot. Not your personal credit. That's going to help you with your business credit. Going to do nothing for your personal credit, all right? But it's going to help you with your business credit. And then what's going to happen is you're going to see over 6 months, if you do that with 3 or 4 different companies, then you're going to have a Paydex score that's over 80, okay? Now, if you follow my advice that I gave you earlier, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a whole play. All right, just listen. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you guys. And if you will do exactly what I'm about to say, I promise you, most of you will be fine, okay? Facebook, I haven't forgot you. I need you guys to listen too. And I'm gonna show you guys what I just showed TikTok. But before I'm gonna actually give you guys a rundown on exactly what you need to do. I'm not going to hold nothing back. I'm going to just tell you what you need to do. Whether you do it or don't do it is your own business. Okay. But I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And just so we're clear, I'm speaking more in terms of the people who may not have a 700 credit score right now, but they're trying to build business credit. All right. I know some of you already have a 700 or higher, but the people who are trying to build business credit and don't have a 700 credit score or higher, this is exactly what I think you should do. All right, so what you should do is, like I said earlier, first of all, you need to work on your personal credit while you're also working on your business credit. The way that you do that is on the personal side, go ahead and pull your credit report. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. They'll give you your 3 credit reports for free, okay? You get those 3 credit reports, you print them off, line them up in front of you, look at your credit reports. Leon, I hope you're listening. Look at your credit reports and find the discrepancies in your personal information, right? So your name, your address, your phone number. You only need 1 name on your credit report, 1 address, one job, no phone numbers, I don't think. No, 1 job, right? Name, job, address, only 1. Your most current, most recent one. Anything else, you need to get them to delete it. Now, my friend Leon over here, he's already been working on that, okay? But what Leon found out, and what a lot of you guys are gonna find out, is when you're doing that, they won't always delete it the first time. They'll say they're going to delete it and update it, but they don't always do that. I'm sorry, y'all. Tracy, are you saying that I lost connection or you lost connection? So like Leon found out, they're not always going to instantly, oh, okay, it's all good. You came back at the perfect time. So Leon found out that they're not going to always update all the information the very first time. Okay, so this is what you guys need to do. Again, I'm gonna start over again because I just started. And Tracy just got back, and I really wanted Tracy to hear this too. Go to I think it's called annualreport.com or freeannualreport.com. Google it, look it up, you'll see it. You get to print out your credit report for free. Get all 3 credit reports, line them out, look at all your personal information, see what you can go and get updated. You should only have one phone, one address, one name, one job. And when I say one address, I mean like your most recent address, your most recent job, and your name should be spelled correctly, okay? The reason why this is important, a lot of you guys will pay a credit repair company to fix your credit. And one of the first things that they do is exactly what I just said. And then they go and they try to dispute an item, because what happens is if you remove your personal information from the account, because they may have had an old address, right? It may have been an account that was old. Once you remove that personal information from that old account, it's going to be a lot easier to get that item deleted off your credit. Okay, so you go and find all of your personal information. Like I said, that's the first thing I need everybody to do. Okay, fix that first. Fix that first. Now, after you've gone through that process, you may have to do it a few times. Okay, now, but you've done that. The next thing I need you guys to do, and I'll give you, I mean, there's tons of companies. I used to have it on my whiteboard, but I removed it. So I'll give you some that I can think of off the top of my head. And I need you guys to write them down because you're going to have to Google it. Okay. So, well, one second. Tracy, did you already clean all your names and everything off of your credit report, your address, old jobs, all that stuff? So these are what we call, they're like the lower tier, like the sub bureaus. Okay, good. So yeah, that's one of the things you need to make sure you do. And then here's the next part of it for everybody. So after you've done that, the next thing that I need you guys to do is to go and opt out or freeze your, oh, okay, I got you. My bad, bro. Go and opt out or freeze the sub bureaus. I'm gonna give you some, so please make sure that you guys write them down or type it in the chat or something, so that way you can get it. Okay. So these sub bureaus, just so you guys know, the reason why these are important is because it's not like TransUnion and Equifax and Experian. It's not like they go and call your creditor and say, hey, Tracy said that, yep, LexisNexis is one, Rodney, for sure. It's not like they said, hey, Tracy said that y'all got his information wrong. They don't do that. They don't say Leon was like, y'all payment history information is wrong. That's not what they do. What they do is they send your dispute to the sub bureaus and get it verified. So just follow me for a second, okay? Now, if you go and change all of your personal information, not change it, but if you go and fix all of your personal information on your credit report, and then you go and you opt out of the sub reports. Now, what happens is when you go and dispute an item, now when the big three, LexisNexis, Experian, TransUnion, when they go and they try to verify that item that's on your credit, what happens is it comes back inconclusive. Like they can't verify it, okay? Because you've already frozen these sub bureaus. You've already changed or fixed your personal information. So you have one name, one address, you have one job, right? So your personal information is fixed. You've already suppressed these sub bureaus. You're making it more difficult for them to now prove that this debt is yours. Okay. Now here is the companies that I need you guys to go and do that at. Again, please type it in the chat or write it out. Type it in the chat if you can. That way, if someone else, we're a community, right? So let's help each other out. So if somebody's maybe driving, hopefully they're not driving and looking at the phone, but if someone's not able to write anything down, but you can type it in the chat, you will be helping somebody else get information that they may need, right? So to Rodney's point, yes, LexisNexis is one, okay? So you guys need to make sure that you go and opt out of LexisNexis, all right? Freeze LexisNexis. Now, there's another company called SageStream. SageStream partner, or LexisNexis, I believe, partner with SageStream. So I'll just give you the name though. You can look it up. I think they may have joined together as one company, but SageStream. All right. So you got LexisNexis, you got SageStream, ARS is another one. ARS. Another one is called Innovis. Okay, Innovis. That's another one. And even if you don't spell it right, if you just sound it out, if you Google it, it'll pop up. All right. You guys need to go to all those and you need to opt out. I'm telling you, if you pay a person to fix your credit, those are some of the first steps that they're going to take. And then what you do is, now that you've done that, you've already opted out. Now you go and you actually dispute the items that you want to dispute that's on your personal credit. But before you go and do that, let's put a pause on it. I want you to go to Discover, get a secured card, go to Capital One and get a secured card, and go to whatever bank you have and get a secured card. Don't put more than $200 on each card. Any many step-by-step guys, any that you can. Hey, Disparo, I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Lance, that's your name, Lance. Lance, I actually have something that I'm working on. It's not ready yet, unfortunately. But if you send me a DM, then I'll make sure that I send it. Send me a DM and just ask me that question in my DM. And what I'll do is I'll see it and I'll send it to you, or I'll send you the link for it. Okay, so the reason why I need you guys to go and get these secured cards is because while you're disputing these negative items, I need you to be building positive transactions, right? Positive trade lines. Don't put more than $200 or $300 on these cards, okay? Because if you put $1,000, yeah, okay, that's good, but it does the same exact thing. Actually, you're welcome, Lance. No problem at all, man. No problem at all, brother. It does the same thing. So whether you put $2,000 or $200 on that card, as the goal for you is just to get positive payment history. All right. So if you don't, so as long as you're paying it off every month and you're not letting it be more than 10%, then you're good. You're accomplishing the goal. I'm trying to do this for you guys with the least amount of money invested into it as possible. Okay. So now that you have these positive trade lines from these secured cards, what I want you to do is start now sending, my bad. Go ahead now and start to send letters to dispute the negative items that are on your personal credit report. Okay, and so you're gonna have to do that multiple times. I'm going to tell you right now, it's gonna take multiple times to do that. So you want to go ahead and start sending in those letters for dispute. All right, and so now after you send those letters in for this, while you're sending the letters in for dispute, because again, it's gonna take multiple times to do that, you should be building business credit. Okay, and so now this is where we get into the business credit aspect of it, because you're in the process of fixing your personal credit. But while you're fixing your personal credit, you have to make sure that you're simultaneously, my mouth almost fixed, I can almost say it right. One more time. Simultaneously, you're also building up your business credit without your social security number, okay? And so you do that by going to those sites that I just showed you guys. I just showed you guys like 12 sites, maybe 15 sites that you can go to. And I gave you mad options to choose from that you can go and actually build out these business credit without your social. I just gave you mad sites in the ebook. Okay. The ebook again is inside of the link in my bio. Right now it's only $37. Literally $37. It's for my birthday. Again, it'll go back to $100, but right now it's only $37. The ebook has tons of lenders that you can go to and get credit without your social. Okay, that's important, like I said, because while you're fixing your personal credit, you want to be building up your business credit. Now, when it comes to building up business credit, going through the system of not using your personal credit as a personal guarantor, you have different tiers. Okay, so there's something called tier 1, there's something called tier 2, there's something called tier 3. Okay, that's very important. So I'm gonna repeat it, and I hope you guys are writing it down. We have tier 1, we have tier 2, and we have tier 3. Okay. Now here's the thing with these different tiers. Tier 1 is really easy to get business credit with. They don't expect you to have any credit right now. Those are companies like nav.com, quill.com, Granger, the red spectrum, that's one. CEO Creative, that's another one. Creative Analytics, that's another one. Man, there's tons of them, you guys. But again, the ebook has a lot of these places. Okay, those are easier to get because again, they are tier 1 accounts. Now you get those, and as you're building those up, you wait about 90 days. Now you're good on tier 1. You have an 80 or above paydex score, which is again Dun and Bradstreet. That's why getting that Dun's number is so important, because now you have an 80 paydex score. Okay, now you can move to tier 2. Tier 2 is like Amazon. Tier 2 is like what's a tier 2 card? Tier 2 is like going to Sam's Club. These are like some tier 2 cards. You can go to Sam's Club, get a MasterCard that you can use outside of Sam's Club because it's a MasterCard, and it be completely in your business name. But you got to go through this process that I'm explaining to you, because if you don't and you just try to go and get it, they're going to deny you. So why not take the time to be fixing your personal credit while you're building your business credit and it not being tied to your social security number? That's what I did. That's the way that I got myself out of being hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and still being able to build business credit. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that it's easier for you to get higher limit business credit when you got good personal credit. But what you can do is you can build up your business credit separate from your personal credit, and then you can take the money from your business credit, leverage it to then pay off some of your loans and your debt on your personal credit. And you can fix your personal credit like that too. That's what I did. That's one of the things that I did. So what I'm telling you guys is not theory. I'm not telling you theory. I'm telling you what I did. Okay. The other thing that I did was I documented everything that I went through. So now when I talk to people about being my client, and I know social media is so full of these fake gurus and these people who, there's a guy, and I'm not going to say who he is because I don't want it to seem like I'm hating on him, because I'm not. There's a guy who he's in the same space that I'm in, and sometimes I see his videos, and my man be saying so much false information, and I can look at him and tell that he don't know what he's talking about. I can look at him and tell, but people be eating it up because social media is such a place where anybody can say they've done anything. That's why I have documentation. I can show you guys my credit score is a 400. It was a 4 and some change. It was like 4 and some change. I did what I'm telling you to do right now, right? And so now my credit score, I can go get what I want, and I don't have to show my paycheck stubs because my credit score is there. So what I'm explaining to you guys, if you just follow that process that I'm showing to you, you're gonna see that you'll get to a place where you don't even have to use your social, and you can get a car, right? You can get a house, like you can get an apartment, and it's not based off your social. There's things called corporate leases. But if you don't have the Paydex score, if you don't have the trade lines on your on your business credit, they're not going to give you a corporate lease because you don't have anything. The only way you can get it is if you co-sign for it with your personal credit, but we're trying to avoid that. That's the reason why you need to make sure that your business credit is being built while you're in the process of fixing your personal credit. All right, so now you're doing all of that. Now you're in like tier 2, right? So when you start to get to like tier 3, that's where you start to get things like the car. That's where you start to get things like the leases, the house, stuff like that, without your personal credit being the sole factor of it. Okay, and so the way that you do that is like I just explained to you. You go through that process of going from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3, and you kind of test it out. So, and the way you test it is when you already know, like, okay, I got 5 trade lines I got 5 tier 1 trade lines that are reporting on my business credit. I have over an 80 Paydex score. So now let me try a tier 2 account. How do you get a tier 2 account? You go to a place like Amazon. They have net 30 accounts. You can go to Amazon. And if you get approved for it, then now you know, oh, okay, well, I may be at tier 2 now. So then now you just go to another place like Sam's Club. And if you can successfully apply to those places and get approved, then without your social, because again, we're not using our social. If you can do that without your social and get approved, then you know that you've elevated to the next tier. Now, here's what's so beautiful about that. What's beautiful about that is if I go and apply to these places with my personal credit, I'm going to get an inquiry on my credit report. It's going to hurt me. I'll get a ding, right? However, when I do it with my business, I don't get an inquiry on my credit report. You can apply. I've applied to Home Depot when I first started out. I applied to Home Depot like 5 times until I got approved because I had a construction business that I was starting. So the thing is that when you apply and you get denied, who cares? For business credit, personal credit is different. Personal credit is much different, right? And so you got to be more strategic. And that's why I started out earlier saying you guys need to know who reports where. For example, if I'm applying for Navy Federal, I know they're going to pull from TransUnion. So if I apply for credit for Navy Federal, they're going to pull from TransUnion. So then my next bank that I go to will be like Chase, who's not going to pull from TransUnion. And then I'll go to Bank of America, who's going to pull from someone else totally different than Chase. So you can get $30,000 if you know where to go and what order to apply for these banks in. It's just about having the information. It's literally, that's it. It's the information. So I'm telling you guys, hopefully you guys wrote down the information that I was just saying. Keep it a buck. Who wrote down what I just said? Be honest, who wrote it down? All right, Facebook, I didn't forget you guys. I'm going to show you guys what I showed. Good job. Good job. I'm glad you did, man. Tracy, I'm glad you wrote it down. Because if you will at least execute off of that, especially, good job, Rodney. That's good. That's good, man. Because here's the thing. If you will execute, thank you, Zoo, for writing it down. Zwina, thank you for writing it down. Note takers are money makers. That's something that my mentor taught me. And I paid my mentor a lot of money to teach me that. Note takers are money makers. Why? Because you can always reference it back. Hey, what's up, user 217-8486? Creative Leisure Traveling said, I got the freeze information, but nothing further. So I tell you what, I will save and replay the video. I have a so I did a video, and I'll tell you guys. Sometimes I make a video and I'll go and delete it because I feel like I gave out too much information and people didn't value it. I'll always repost it later, but I do that. I'm guilty of that sometimes. So my point of that is, what you can do is if you miss. Now I just gave you guys more companies than what it was on that video, but I have a video. It's on my Instagram. My Instagram is CEO Josh Earl. Please, you guys follow me. Please follow me. Engage with my content. The same TikTok and Facebook name that I have it on Instagram. I have the video on Instagram. It shows you guys like a breakdown of what I just explained. I gave you more information just now than is on that video, but it still has a lot of information. And I have a video that I made today that I'm going to post tomorrow. That video, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Hold on. That video also has a lot of the information that I just explained as well. But really, too, the best thing that I highly recommend you do is if any of you guys are trying to, please post a link. I'm gonna try to post a link. I'm just scared that I'm gonna lose you guys if I do that. But again, this whole topic, everything we've been talking about is how to build business credit without your social, is how to fix your personal credit. Because here's the thing, you guys, once you get your personal credit to a 700 or higher, you're gonna see, well, let me back up. Let me pause myself. The 700 is important, but it's like I explained to you guys earlier. What's more important than the number is the profile. Okay, so once you get your credit score to a 700 with a healthy profile, then you'll see, man, like it'll be easy for you to get the loans and all the other things that you guys wanted to get. Like I'm telling you, I can remember when I was going into these banks and not going to the banks, I go online and apply for like a car loan. Yo, I bought 3 Porsches. I bought an Audi and a Mercedes. And I didn't get asked for my W-2 my paycheck stub until the last car because my credit was that good. But then COVID happened and I lost a bunch of money and I went in a lot of debt and, so that's the reason why I have this information that I'm sharing with you guys. I'm not telling you what I think, what I thought, or what I heard. I'm telling you guys what I did. So if you wrote down the information that I gave you, that'll help you a lot. That'll really help you a lot. Again, so someone's asking for the link. If you're asking for so on Facebook, my ebook that teaches you how to build business credit without your social, if you comment, send me a DM and I'll send you the link because I don't think I put it in my Facebook. I put it in my TikTok because, like on Facebook, if you comment SSN on one of my videos where I said comment SSN, I have it set up to automatically send you the link for the ebook. But I can't do that on TikTok. They don't have it set up like that. Yo, Chris, please join me on this live, yo, please. But again, if you guys would go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, you'll see the video of the video I'm telling you guys about that you can see some of the information that I just shared in case you guys weren't able to write it down. And again, I'll go live again tomorrow. My plan is to go live every single day. Facebook, I have not forgotten about you guys, I promise. My plan is to go live every day this week because I really want to get in the habit of doing that and being able to really know my followers, and I want you guys to know me. And I want us to be a family, man. I really do. I really want us to be a community that can support each other, right? So you guys may be working on something and you may be wanting to reach out to me and I can probably help you. I may be working on something and maybe need your help. You know what I'm saying? And so if we can be a community that help each other, then I really feel like that's the best way for us to grow, to be, social with each other. And if you're in Atlanta, I'm really going to be doing a lot of free in-person events. A lot of them. Rodney, I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. Y'all, I got a problem with being consistent. I got to be real with y'all. Don't y'all judge me, yo. Don't y'all judge me. I have a problem with being consistent. And my problem with being consistent is I do stuff based off of how I feel sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so the problem with that is, like, I want to go live every day, but I don't. But I'm going to do it this week. If I don't do it, there need to be some kind of pain. I need to owe somebody something if I don't go live this week. I don't know what I should owe somebody. I don't know who I should owe. But I need to owe somebody something. Okay, so what I'll do, because I got to show Facebook too. I'm not going to get off of TikTok. You guys can hang out. If any of you missed the information I just shared, I'm about to share with Facebook. And again, you guys, and I'm not trying to like sell you to death. Okay, I want to be clear. I'm not trying to sell. Are you Kyrie? I'm not trying to sell you guys to death, but what I am doing is I'm going off of my ebook and I'm showing a lot of the vendors that you can use to build business credit without your social. So I'm going to try to share my screen with Facebook. I just showed it on TikTok. And TikTok, what I'll do is, as I'm showing it to Facebook, I'll show it to you guys again. Hold on, Discord Live. I'll show it to you guys again, so that way if you weren't able to write some of it down, you'll be able to write it down. If you weren't able to write it when I said it, then you'll maybe be able to do that now. All right, so Facebook, this is what I need from you. If any of you guys, if somebody on Facebook will let me know what you see when I share my screen. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. TikTok, like I said, I'm a recap for you guys again as well, because I see I got some new people that join. Big shout out to everybody that hopped on this live, man. I appreciate you guys. If any of you guys already are entrepreneurs and you already have a business, comment what your business is. And hey Rodney, tomorrow, bro, I'm back, my man. I'm back tomorrow. Tap in with your boy tomorrow. Anybody on Facebook or on TikTok, if you have a business currently, let me know what your business is. Comment in the comment section what your business is. Also, I'll ask the next question after you do that. All right, Facebook, my Facebook family, I got y'all. All right. So what I'm doing is something I've never done on Facebook before, or anywhere else for that matter. TikTok, I'm gonna do this tomorrow for you guys as well, which I can just turn my phone and show y'all what I'm showing Facebook. But Facebook, let me know if you guys see this real quick. Hold on. TikToks too. Hold on. Facebook, do you guys see that? Don't y'all judge me for my office now. I'm telling y'all, TikTok, y'all better not tell nobody how junky my office is. Yo, this DM sent, that's not me, bro. Like, this is not me right here, man. Hey, hey, Facebook, if anyone sent y'all a DM, that's not me. This person right here, yo, I've already blocked that guy. That's crazy. My man now hopped on my live. Okay, so Zawina, you guys can see this. Okay, good. Okay, all right. Hold on. I probably should have done this before I. Hold on, yo. Let me do this. Let me show y'all this first, I guess. All right, so here's how to properly set up your, here's how to properly, hold on. All right, so a lot of, hold on. Be patient with me, y'all. Be patient with your boy. 1 second. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Let me get my life together. Hold on 1 second. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this book back up and show you guys these accounts that you can get. I wasn't able to show it to Facebook. I showed it on TikTok earlier, but I'm gonna show TikTok and Facebook now. And again, these accounts that you guys are gonna be able to get with without having to use your social security number to get approved. I think this might be it right here, 925. Ah, that's wild. All right, Facebook, can you guys still hear me? Can y'all still see me? My camera just died. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me grab another camera. TikTok, y'all better not judge me. I'm telling y'all. Y'all better not judge me. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. My camera died, so I have to change the battery. All right. TikTok, y'all done saw my nasty office. Oh, don't y'all judge me. What's up, Jay? Ask you a question. No hold still. I'm in the freight transportation industry. Gracious and forward-thinking people. Mr. Silverspoon, what do you do with you said premier services for entrepreneurs, corporations, and forward-thinking people? I like that. What do you do though? What kind of services? Um, Trio O said, I'm in the freight transportation industry. Creative leisure, travel agent. No hold still. What if I already brought in a virtual address, but just now after watching your video, just realized I had a registered agent with my LLC. Jay, I don't understand. I kind of understand your question, but my is I kind of understand. Oh, your LLC is not approved yet. Okay, hold on 1 second, Jay. All right, Zoena, you probably answered this recently, but can one of you guys on Facebook tell me again? Can you guys see my? Do you guys see that bill? That word bill business credit without using social? Do y'all see that on Facebook? Cause somebody on Facebook let me know if y'all see that. Google Mr. Sills, we do just about everything with online presence. Dope, dope. Okay, all right. Thank you, Zoena. All right, thank you, Leon. All right, I appreciate you guys for being so patient with your boy. All right. All right, so let me answer Jay's question really quick as well. Um, so all right, Jay. So Jay, are you able to jump on this live with me real quick or no? I just want to make sure I can understand what you're trying to say. So I see you said, what if I already brought a virtual address, but just now after watching your video, just realized I had a registered agent with my LLC, but my LLC is not approved yet. For some reason, it won't let me pull you up. Hold on. I don't know why it won't let me invite you. I'll just answer it. And if I don't, and if it doesn't, if it'll let you request to come up, Jay, I'll do that, and I'll add you. Facebook, I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. I promise. Let me just answer this really quick because this is a really good question and it'll be beneficial to some of you other guys as well. You requested it. Yeah, for some reason Jay is not showing me anything. Hold on. There you go.
There we go. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, wait. Okay, bro.
All right, what were you saying again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I literally just watched your video. It literally just came on my For You page, and it was saying that I could use my registered agent with my LLC. Mind you, I just registered my LLC probably on October 2nd, I believe. But it's not available to me yet. So before I even formed the LLC, I already bought a virtual address and put everything, my virtual address that I bought on my LLC, but I didn't know I could use my registered agent's address. So I don't know, should I cancel it or do I have to wait to change the address? I don't know.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty easy. You can so just wait for everything to well let me ask you this. Did you have to sign like a lease with your virtual address? Because sometimes that's a thing. I've had to do it.
I think it's only like $25 per month.
Who'd you get it with? Who'd you get the virtual address with?
Virtual address shadow something like that.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah.
So but they didn't make you do like a DocuSign or nothing like that? Mm-mm. Yeah, if you can cancel it, I would cancel it.
So even though it's already I formed it with my LLC that's in motion now, I'll be fine with me taking it.
Mm-hmm. But so here's the thing. So with that, so I would wait until everything is settled, right? I would go ahead and wait for my LLC to be finished, and once your LLC is finished, you can go ahead and you can change your address on your LLC. It's going to cost you like $20 or like $10 or $20 depending on where you live, where it's registered at. But you could change it. Yeah, that's no problem. You don't necessarily need to be honest, but if you want to save that money, yeah, you can.
Okay. That was when I literally saw it, I was like, oh my God, why am I just now seeing this? And then I saw you were live. I was like, okay, well, now this is a perfect time for me to ask questions.
I'm glad you jumped on.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you could always change it. And just for everyone else listening and watching too, I had my very first LLC. I went back and it was shut down. I went back and I revived it, and I'm building business credit with it. I changed the name of it. I changed the NAICS code. I changed the industry that it's in. I changed that. So if you guys have old LLCs that you may have started and just didn't do anything with it, make sure that you go back and you can either sell it to somebody, or you can go back and get it registered again and just start to build business credit with it. But yeah, to answer your question, you can either wait and do it when you renew your LLC next year, or you can go ahead and do it now. When I say now, I mean once everything is solidified.
Yeah, because the new change is coming up for the agreements they're about to have to sign. I think I'd rather change it once it's formed.
Yeah, once they approve everything.
Yeah, because I'm still new to this business industry, but I want to make it in life. So I'm trying to make sure I ask all the right questions and go about it the right way instead of going about it the wrong way. Respect.
I agree, and I pray that you have a lot of success, and I pray that you know how hard it's going to be, and you're not going to make money fast like social media people tell you that you are.
Yes.
It's really hard, but it's really worth it. Really worth it.
Okay, I do have one more question before I go.
What's up?
I've been doing a whole lot of research on what my business upholds or whatever, everything like that. But I'm not sure if you are kind of familiar with it or kind of not, but I'm gonna ask it.
Ask it, girl.
So again, I just formed this LLC. It's nothing. It's not approved yet. It's still waiting from the state to see what they say, whatever, just like that. I did file for my EIN. I have that, but again, that's a waiting game as well.
Mm-hmm.
So even though everything is not set in stone, I've applied for 2 credit cards. I think I did it wrong because I was supposed to wait, but I've applied for them early and I got denied.
For sure, they denied you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. So what's your question though? Sorry.
So should I? Okay. So once it's formed, then you apply for. You don't apply for the credit card if your LLC isn't approved for, correct?
Correct. You know why?
Because they want to make sure it's legit.
Absolutely. But sure okay. You know how they're gonna make sure it's legit? You know how they're gonna do that? So this is what they do. When you apply for a credit card with your LLC, they go and type your business name in under Secretary of State, and they go and look to see your business. And if you go and search your business name right now, it's not going to show anything because, right. And so that's the reason why, like, you have to wait because, like I said, if you don't and you go ahead and you do that credit application, they have nothing to verify, so therefore they're just going to automatically deny your credit application. And not only that, the banks will they'll ask you if your address is a physical address, or they'll say is it a commercial address, or if it's like just a virtual address. Yeah, and that because they'll ask that, but because they know they can look it up. And see, this is a thing that a lot of my clients, they don't. Most of my clients, when they're building their business credit, that's 2 of the things that they fail at the most is the address. Well, it's the address, the business name, and the NAICS code. Those are most people, those are the 3 things that they fail at when it comes to building business credit. Yep. And like Mr. Silverspoon said, don't feel bad. It's a common mistake. That is nothing but the truth. You actually should be very proud of yourself for taking the step that you took to be able to build this business, right? Because that's not a lot of people aren't brave enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you for being able to do that. And I will say, if you're just starting out, so and I've said it a couple times, but I'm in a process right now of Facebook. I love y'all so much for being so patient with me. I'm in a process right now of building a community of people, like-minded individuals, people who are interested in entrepreneurship, interested in really trying to help other people as well as themselves. And I just like to be around positive people, man. And so I'm really in a process of growing a community. If you're interested in joining that community or getting information about it, you can shoot me a DM and just send the word community, and I'll send you information for it, okay? If there's something that you're interested in. So, definitely is. And what I'm gonna show right now, what I'm showing to right now, so I have an ebook, and my birthday just passed, but it's discounted for $37. And basically what it does is it actually walks you through how to build business credit without your social security number. And the reason why I worded it like that is because basically all it is net 30 accounts, which most people need to start out with in order to really get the foundation necessary to build the business credit that they want. So like even with you, I recommend this because I don't know what your personal credit is like, but if you don't have a lot of personal credit, it's going to be hard for you to get high limit business credit. Mm-hmm. So Zuena said, I use my personal address for business. Yes. So I'm glad actually, and so I'm so glad we did this. And you, Jay, you feel free to hang up whenever you want to, but stay on the live if you can for sure. But so Zoena, I'm really glad you brought that up because, like Zoena said, I use my personal address for business. Hold on, let me say this, y'all. I'm really excited right now. This is really fun to me. I appreciate you guys, man, for rocking with your boy. All right, but Zuena said I use my personal address for business. Do I need to change that? Absolutely. And I'll say specifically for women, it's super dangerous because Zuena, if I wanted to, as long as I know your state and I know your business name, I can find your home address. It's really dangerous. Not only that, like I was just telling Jay, what happens is when you're trying to build business credit, people like the lenders, what they do is they go to your they get your business address, they'll type it in. And I was at Chase Bank the other day, like maybe a month ago now. I was at Chase Bank, opening up a new account for one of my business. I already have one business there. I was opening a second business there. And